Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Press conference, Max Allegri will speak before Juventus Napoli with a sold out or nearly sold out Allianz Stadium. We're just waiting, but anyway, every sector of the stadium is open for the big game. Time for revenge, yes, because the 5-1 that we lost deservedly, because we were nowhere that day, still here, so we need to take revenge, but most importantly, we have to continue to keep being in the top 4 of Serie A. I repeat for the people that may forget, at the moment the 15 points penalization are cancelled, but has been transferred to another court, Federal Court of Appeal, to discuss, and we will know more about these points from now on until 30 days, or a bit less now. But in the meanwhile, we have again 59 points, above us Lazio, behind us Roma. We have to pay attention because Juve Napoli will tell a lot of things. After the qualification, that we don't have to forget, to the semi-final of Europa League, where we will play Sevilla, another turning point in that crazy month of March, before going to Milano for the semi-final return game of Inter, game of controversy, we all remember it. So let me say hello to all the people, and then of course we'll try to go to the words of Max Allegri, because you know it, press conference is always the same concept. What do we do during the press conference? We listen to the words of Max, we translate live, we try to also explain the emotions of Max. Is he saying something while he's joking? Is he serious when he's saying something? What is his facial expression? Something that you can't know when you are just reading a report. That's what we are doing. And then we try also after the press conference to try to make already the predicted lineup. And we have to admit that on this channel, a lot of time we are able to understand or unlock a bit the brain of Max Allegri in terms of who will play and how we will play. So, guys, ragazzi, for the people that are watching in replay and just want to go immediately to the press conference, the press conference will start at 2 p.m. So from now on, 15 minutes. So you just have to scroll until 15 minutes of the video, 18 minutes of the video, and then you will see that we will go to that screen here where you see our beautiful Max Allegri with the voice, and then we go. Press conference Juventus Napoli. We start first of all with saying hello to all the people, except of Kevin Camilleri, the one that wrote the first message in just chat saying that we will lose 2-1. I don't like that message, but anyway, Kevin, you're absolutely free to give your prediction, even if I don't like your prediction. But losing 2-1, I will absolutely not be happy. Instead, we have Bogdan with the Ciao Beppe, Ciao Juventini, Ciao Styler Z, Ciao Anton Mott, Ciao Andrei Krumov, Rick from Australia. That is already, I believe, going towards the evening in Australia. Ciao Grande, and I prefer that prediction of a win of Juventus 4-1. Ciao to Daniel Perrone, GTA, Andreas Ionides. Ciao, my friend. Ciao, Nikiti. Ciao, GTA. We have to start winning from tomorrow. Game until the end of the season. Well, we don't know exactly how many games we still have, because we have now certainly 2 more games in Europa League. We need to understand if we will have 2 more games in the season. If we have 2 more games, that means that we go into the final of Coppa Italia and Europa League, and I hope we have them. If we have them, instead of, at the moment, 7 games in May, we will have 9 games in May, which will be, again, a really stacked month of May, but we love it. We love it, so at least on the channel we have no time to go and debate and speak about Zinedine Zidane like yesterday, because you know it, when there is nothing to say, then we start to speak to fill in and YouTube channel, but also and especially the papers, because we know it. In the month of April, we start to going towards the inter-season, not inter-season, between 2 seasons, and we know that on these moments, a lot of voices are coming out. Zinedine Zidane, I believe, it's already the 6th time that he's about to come to Juve. If you want to, if we have a bit of time, we can. I can explain you why that voice has been sent out and what I believe about it. Even if the video of yesterday, look, when we are speaking about Mercato, when we are speaking about speculation, I know it's attracting. We have a bit more views. People are commenting, a lot of comments. Thank you, guys. Anyway, it was a nice video. Ciao to Majet, to Don Simon, to Jasco. Ciao to King Chiesa. Ciao Beppe. Tomorrow we need to win at least 3-0 to shut the Napoli. Pay attention to the words that you are using. But because we know we are in a moment where every single word that we are using can be transformed. So we have to pay attention for that. But the 3-0 win, difficult, guys. For a team, we have to say what it is. That is have difficulty to score. with their phenomenal striker of Dusan Vlahovic, but also the team have difficulties to find offensive patterns. And then you are up front, you have a difficult team of Napoli. So we will understand the question about Bremer. I'm curious if Bremer will be called up for tomorrow. I'm curious if he will be able to play or not. The feelings after the game of Sporting are not as serious as we thought during the game, because we know, all of us, that he touched his flexor, and that can be really, really disastrous. This is not the case, but I'm not sure if he will be there tomorrow. I see the question of Yassin immediately. What about Bremer, Beppe? Well, that question will 100% be asked in press conference, and you will be the first one to listen to it and to know it. Let me refresh already, because then we will forget. Then we will forget about the press conference, and we will be a bit late. So let me refresh my page. During the moment that we are talking, Juventus TV, I see already the mister, that changed clothes for the cover page. I hear the volume, so that's great. We are live. Ciao Emiliano, ciao grande Berardi. Hoping for a win tomorrow. I'm late, Beppe. No, you are not late. You are on time. Ciao Thomas. Thomas that became a member for 18 months. Time to beat Napoli, starting now. Forza Juve. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas Maklov. 18 months on the channel. Mamma mia. That's actually 1 year and a half. 1 year and a half. It's like a baby. A baby that now should be able to speak and to walk and start to have a bit of independency. Thank you, Thomas. But also 18 months for GTA Bianconero with "We will win against Napoli, Forza Juve." Thank you to both of you. Two great supporters of the channel. Grande. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Ciao to Punsara that said that he was late. King Chiesa again with what about Trezeguet? I heard about Trezeguet. We can speak about Zizou, Trezeguet, Del Piero. Mamma mia. The team of 97 that will be back. Or 97. No, because Trezeguet came after that period. But anyway, he was still there when Zidane was... they played together. So, but then let's say the 2000-2010 team. We are recreating the 2000-2010 team. Imagine, but this time not on the field, but off the field. Not sure if these people, except of Zinedine Zidane, that already proved on the field, if these people are, all of them together, if they have the necessary experience. On the other way, I like when you are testing new things, but don't test too much, guys, because now we need a bit the supporters of Juve need a bit certainties at the moment, but we can speak about that. Ciao BT, grande BT, good afternoon. Ciao Sam Mikalev, Rick Australia, Zizou would be a fantasy. It would be nice. Mark, the Zidane news is only intended to increase the hate against Allegri. No, I will tell you why. No. Man, we have time. Maybe I can start with Zinedine Zidane and tell you why I don't think it's coming from that way. RMC Sport is a French. They have a radio. French broadcast, let's say like that, because they have papers, they have online site, they have the radio. Thank you to Daniel Perrone, Ultra Bianconero, 9 months with us, need a good performance on Sunday. Forza Juve. By the way, wait, before speaking about Zinedine Zidane and the press conference, let me say, not this, because this is something that I'm prepared for a bit later, but let me go through that one. That's an important one, guys, seriously, because here our beautiful team of Juventus women, they are playing a really important, crucial game today. We know it, 5 more games in the playoff, because there are playoffs since this year, because Juventus was winning 5 years in a row, so they decided this time to change the rules, so now they are playoffs. There are 10 teams in Serie A of women. The 5 first are fighting after the regular season in a playoff of 5 teams. The 5 last in a playoff of relegation. Playoff. And we have to admit that this year we are doing less good in Serie A. We are second. We have a big gap from the 3rd and 4th. But we also have a big gap from Roma. 5 games to go. 8-point difference. And today there is a big clash between Roma and Juventus. Roma, that in the regular season 2 times were not able to beat Juventus, and it's actually the only time on Italian competition, Coppa Italia and Serie A, that Roma lost. All the other games they won them, and that will also be the final of Coppa Italia on the 4th of June. So congratulations to our women. Oh, congratulations. In bocca al lupo. Good luck. Good luck to our women that will play a bit later. After the press conference, I will probably miss the first 30 minutes, but then I will try to watch it, or maybe watch it now. Who knows? Maybe we do the 31st minutes in watch along of our Juventus women. Why not? Why not? Could be a possibility. Anyway, Zinedine Zidane. Okay, why am I not? Let me put the lights on. Mamma mia, disaster. Why I'm not thinking that it's something manipulated for against Allegri, against Max. Because it's coming from RMC, French, so they don't care about Juventus. Let's say it how it is, they don't care about at all. Why are they speaking about it? Because Zinedine Zidane is a Frenchman. We all know the story that he wanted to wait to go to la Nationale Française, l'équipe de foot, FFF, Fédération Française de Football. He wanted to go to the national team of France. At the end, they extended Didier Deschamps that arrived second in the World Cup, and he will continue for 2 or 4 more years. And now Zinedine Zidane can't wait anymore because that's really too long. Maybe in the future he will become head coach of France, but not at the moment. And they are saying that really one of the priorities of Zinedine Zidane is Juventus. Look, if you are thinking logically, Zinedine Zidane is already 2 years that he's without team. Attenzione. Spalletti before Napoli, 2 years without team as well. So it's not excessive long, but it's also starting to be long for a coach that is only 50 at the moment. He will become 51, but he's 50 at the moment. So we can know that at a certain moment he needs to come back in a football club. If you're looking at Arsenal, that yesterday did 3-3, I watched the game, fantastic. I had a choice between Verona, Bologna, or Arsenal, Southampton. Let me say the truth, I watched Arsenal, Southampton 3-3, and I was not disappointed in watching that game. Verona, Bologna finished 2-1 for Verona. I was really surprised as well by the score. But anyway, Arsenal, Arteta, Guardiola, Manchester City. They just started with Nagelsmann, with the other one. What's the name? Ten Hag at the Manchester United. Where does he go? Chelsea, they will probably go for Nagelsmann, as we said, or maybe Luis Enrique. We didn't hear the name of Zinedine Zidane linked to Chelsea. So it has not a lot of options. Tottenham, does he really want to go to Tottenham after the clash when they don't even have a sporting director anymore because Paratici resigned officially? So Premier League is quite difficult for him. He doesn't want to go to Paris Saint-Germain because he's a Marseille supporter. That's where he raised. That's where he's coming from. He doesn't want to go to Paris Saint-Germain. He always said that he wants to have at least a team where he had some linked affection. Who are these teams? Marseille, Bordeaux, Real Madrid, Juventus. At Real Madrid, we know that there is a possibility that they stop with Ancelotti at the end of the season, but not sure that there will be a third comeback with Zidane, especially because the relation between Zidane and Perez is not at the top. Guys, by deduction, you scratch. Who is there? Juventus that is looking potentially for a new coach. So it's not, I don't believe it's to annoy Allegri, because it's coming from France. I really believe it's coming from, let's put the name of Zidane again on the market. Could even be that they found an agreement with Zidane, like, you know what, let's put the name. Are you okay with that? Yeah, because I'm looking for a club. Like RB comes is saying, pay attention, I'm back. Zidane is back on the market. So that's what I really believe. And then it's not the first time. Huh? In April, we know it, summer is approaching, and then you start speaking. That's more what I believe, more than something really, concrete. Then, the words used by RMC Sport are really important. I was also watching, because you know that my mother tongue language is French, so I have the opportunity to listen to the real word of that interview and not just what was translated. And they were speaking about it, and they really said, it's even... For Juventus, he would even say, I don't care about participating to Europe for a few years. What can that be? That Zinedine Zidane is tired of listening, yeah, but I can only win the Champions League with a team that is set to win, with a top team where you just have to manage and not really implement your ideas to change and to work on it. So it could be that he's looking for a challenge with a bit less pressure of winning immediately the Champions League, because you know it, huh? When you see 2 letters, ZZ, you know that it's also meaning winning the Champions League. We know it. He did it as a first coach, I believe, 3 years in a row. So you see, it could be that he said, you know what, let's start. Then we can speak a bit more about it, about Zinedine Zidane after the press conference, coming back on that. So remain with us. Maximum of likes, of course. That's important. Make sure that the video is working. You know that this morning I was watching the stats of the videos of yesterday of Zinedine Zidane, and YouTube wrote, you know, like this video is working much better than the other ones for one reason, because there are much more interaction with your video. So that's what is written. Nice. More regular viewers are engaging with this video, helping to increase its reach. So you see, it's the how it works, you know, the algorithm of YouTube, that's really working. Likes and your comments on the video are really important to push a video forward, so thank you for that, and hopefully you can continue to do it. That would be, I can tell you, that can be really, really nice. Let me put my headphones on, because we are about to start with Max Allegri. If you want to, let me know what kind of question you would ask to Max Allegri if you had the opportunity to be live today with Max before the game of Juve Napoli. Ciao Michel. Ciao to Niccolò Fabris. Grande Niccolò. Ciao Niccolò. Ciao to Dan Avola. Nagelsmann and Enrique dripped out of the running for Chelsea. They are after Pochettino. This I didn't follow. Ciao Gerald Ryan. Ciao to GTA again. Nagelsmann rejected Chelsea job. I didn't know. You see? The history of the Tottenham. You are much more aware about the Chelsea thing, guys. Didn't know. We're really good at Nagelsmann. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Ciao to Peloso. It was a bit too far from the camera. The music, Beppe. I have to take away the music. Thank you, guys. Wait. Thank you, Abab. You are avoiding me to be banned again from YouTube. You know, because YouTube more than 5-6 seconds, and then you have problems. Thank you. Seid ihr ein deutschen Übersetzungen von Beppe seinen Video interessiert? Wait, Wait. Let me try to... Wait. Übersetzungen. I believe it's the dub in German. Is someone interested in German dubbed from the videos of Beppe? Can you confirm that I'm right in what I just translate from German? The question is someone interested in German subtitles from the videos of Beppe? Can you tell me if yes or no? I'm good. Mamma mia. Oh, I didn't forget German, huh? I didn't forget. Oh. Just Germany. Schön zu sehen, dass wir hier auch deutsche Juventini hier haben. Natürlich, wir haben Juventini aus Deutschland hier in die Kanal. Sicher. Okay, let's go back in English, because in a second I will try to translate the one of in Italian to English. Okay, guys. Then speak Portuguese too. But guys, last time I translated from Portuguese in the press conference versus Sporting. Arabic language, guys, I tell you, I speak a few words, not more than that. By the way, again, yesterday I said it, I repeat it today. I don't know how long you have to say it, but Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim community. Thank you, Starboy. Tariq, seriously, can't believe it when it comes to the Scilio. Where is Tariq? Where's my friend Tariq? I didn't see Tariq popping up in the channel. Here is. Ciao a tutti. How can you help unlock and give confidence to Dusan? And now I understand. Here is. Attenzione. Massimiliano Allegri. That today is also late. 2 minutes late. You see? When it's Max, you are not angry. Huh? It's only when it's Beppe that you are angry. Then it's G just late. We start. Maximum of like, we start. Good morning, Mr. Eduardo Sidi from Juventus TV. What game are you expecting tomorrow? Max Allegri. Napoli is going towards winning the Scudetto. They did an extraordinary Serie A. They deserve, at the moment, to win. So I believe that tomorrow will be a difficult game because we play against a strong team. A team that went out of the Champions League playing a beautiful game. They will try to do the maximum of points to arrive as fast as possible to the Scudetto. We know from now on until the end of Serie A it's 8 games. We need to do the most points as possible to stay in the top 4 with the objective to reach a second post. Attenzione, speaking about top 4 and second spot. Questions about De Sciglio and Bremer, Rugani, Bonucci. Let's go. Regarding the defense, until tomorrow morning, there will be no squad list because I still need to understand how they are feeling. Bremer is doing okay, but I need to understand how he is. Bonucci, Rugani, they are all good. So one of both will play. De Sciglio will be at disposal. And for the other ones, I need to understand who really recuperated. The journalist question about the 15 points. He said, life is sometimes a bit crazy because right after the other game of Napoli, they took away 15 points. And now, right before the game of Napoli, they are giving you back 15 points. So from these 3 months in between, with Juventus in a semi-final of Europa League, can you tell us a bit what happened? Allegri. What happened? We needed to reset everything. We needed to do a mental work to readapt to what was at that moment the ranking. And trying to step by step going up again. In the meanwhile, we had Coppa Italia, we had Europa League. But what we did, we try to do it well. And from now on, we need to try to do better. Because we have the possibility to go in the final of Coppa Italia, in final of Europa League, and especially trying to catch Napoli, that is at the moment second. He repeats. Catch Lazio. Question from Giovanni Albanese about Chiesa. Question about Giovanni Albanese. Will Chiesa be able to start the game and play 90 minutes? And Allegri said, well, he played right now versus Sporting 90 minutes. That means that he has the minutes in his leg. But I need to see if yes or no, he recuperated really well. Fabiana Della Valle. From Salernitana. Game. How is it possible that the strikers, especially the striker, have difficulties to find a goal? Max Allegri. It's a moment where, at the moment, the strikers have more difficulties. They have a bit less luck in finding the goals. We have strong strikers. In a season, you have sometimes some difficult moments, but we are sure that from now on until the end of the season, the strikers will give us a big support also in scoring goals. If there is a question from the journalist, if there is a player that you would take away from the team of Napoli, which would it be? Question from answer from Max Allegri. Look, Napoli is strong. I don't know. In a season, sometimes you have players, sometimes you miss players. Napoli. Tomorrow, if I'm not wrong, they will miss 1 or 2 players. So I believe they took away these players from themselves. I don't need to take other players from Napoli away. Sport question. A lot of things changed since the game of Napoli, in the first game of Napoli, because back then the Scudetto race was still open. So regarding at 3 months ago, how much do you also want to go back in terms of revenge from that game that you lost 5-1? There is no really sense of revenge. We want to beat Napoli, that is the first in the ranking. They won 27 times. They are a really strong team. They showed it in Italy and in Europe. Sometimes you win games, sometimes you lose games that you deserve or not to deserve to win or to lose. It is what it is. Napoli killed Serie A because they had that continuity of incredible results. Question. Tomorrow there is Napoli, but 3 days later there is Inter in Coppa Italia. Are you thinking to make sure that you are resting maybe the trio up front or other players regarding and thinking about the game of Inter? Well, I don't know yet, but I'm sure the answer from Max will be quite easy. Okay, I go myself. How can you think about resting your best players in a game against Napoli? But let's go. Regarding the games that are remaining, well, we still have 8 games in Serie A, 2 in Europa League and 1 in Coppa Italia that are for sure, and we try even to do more. And if we reach them, we play 58 games in total, which is the max of a season. But first we think about tomorrow, and after tomorrow we think about Wednesday against Inter. Then of course, if everyone is healthy, you have more possibility to rotate. With 5 subs, you have even the possibility to rotate more. But we know that tomorrow is a difficult game, and it would be really important to bring a result at home. Messaggero, Juventus News 24. A lot are considering this Serie A difficult, but even some are considering Serie A now falsified, a fake Serie A. Can you tell us how you are looking at Serie A with all the alternated points? Once you receive 15, then they take it back and you're still not sure. Answer of Max. I don't know if it's a regular Serie A or not, or a real Serie A or not. We did what we could in Serie A. They gave us back our 15 points. No alibi for us. What we did, what happened. What we did. But now we have to focus from now until the 4th of June on what will happen. And we need to do the best that we can towards the future. Question from the journalist. You always said that there were 2 rankings that you were looking at. The one of Serie A and the one that you made on the field. But there will be another judgment on the points. How will you look at the Serie A now? Will you focus only on the ranking or something else? Max, us, as we did it in the past, we need to do it today. It means making the points on the field. And it will not be easy because we have difficult games that are really close to each other and important games. Luckily, they are really close because that means that we are still in all competitions. We need to do the most possible points because we have a really important objective. And our objective for next season is to play and participate to the Champions League. Question from the journalist. They are speaking a lot on the mental difficulties that it brought, these minus 15 points. Can also be now a reverse mental difficulty because they gave you back the 15 points. You know, when they took away the 15 points, you started to be a bit more ultra boosted because that unity, you wanted to fight for it. So the question is, can you have a reverse effect now? They give you back and you have like a... This is actually a good question. This is a really good question. Why? Why am I saying it's a good question? Because I asked the same yesterday to someone else. Answer. Would be too easy to tell you that I knew what would have happened after the -15, that we became united or not. I just believe that the work that has been done day by day and the growth of a lot of players, from the youngest one to the less younger ones, and especially we found a balance in our team. Then one can say that we became compact and united because of the -15. But on the other way, if they didn't take it away, maybe we had like 10 points more. Because in terms of how it conditioned all the players mentally, it's difficult to explain. Only one thing is sure is, until now, what we did is important. But of course, it's not enough, because 59 points are absolutely not enough to enter Champions League. So we need more points that we have to do in these 8 remaining games in Serie A. Question about Vlahovic. Are you worried about Vlahovic that is not scoring at the moment, or do you think he can rest? Allegri. I'm absolutely not worried. This morning he did a really great training. I saw him a lot more relaxed. It's a journey of growth where he found in that journey difficulties this year. But it's not that Vlahovic now became a mediocre player. Dusan Vlahovic is a big player that needs to do better and that needs to improve until that he will play football. And in this moment, everything is going wrong for him. You know, like maybe in another moment, that ball, that assist of Cuadrado would go a bit more lower on his head and it goes in the goal. And it happened in the past. But we need to be calm. He needs to be calm. He's absolutely not responsible for Juventus. All of us are responsible for Juventus and we need to be calm to play the games. So he's taking away pressure from Vlahovic. You are not the one that is responsible for Juventus. You are not the one that is deciding. We are all of us together in that. Attenzione for the players that are always saying Allegri is blaming other people and not taking responsibilities. Here we clearly see how he's taking pressure away from Dusan Vlahovic. Question from the journalist. Can you tell us, after that crazy week, what is remaining from all that crazy week to Juventus? Max, how I saw the team. I believe that we came back at 4 p.m. We trained. Today we have also time to recuperate energy and to prepare ourselves at the best for that fantastic game of tomorrow. We have the will to go until the end. But because we did a lot, but we didn't do everything that is the most important. 2 more questions, guys. Nicola Balice, Corriere dello Sport and calciomercato.com. How do you convince a player like Rabiot to remain at Juventus also in the future? Mercato question about Adrien Rabiot. I see the face of Allegri from really serious listening to the question to a mini smile, not a big smile, a mini smile. I'm curious to hear what he will say about Rabiot. But Adrien grew a lot, and I believe he still have room for grow in playing vertically and the shot from the distance. So he has still a lot of things to improve. Despite this, he's doing a fantastic season, a really fantastic season. He didn't answer the question, huh? Attenzione. I don't know if there will be a part 2, because now I pressed on pause and I see him smiling alla Allegri. So the question is, how do you convince Rabiot to remain at Juventus in the future? He said Rabiot is doing an extraordinary season. Rabiot is a player that still has a lot of room to grow with a shot from the distance, and also in playing in vertical. He never answered. He never answered. Attenzione. Maybe part 2. No, there is no part 2. We go to the last question. Did you watch the game between Napoli and Milan? Did you also watch the tactical change of Pioli with a special player on Lobotka? I watched it, yes, I watched, and it was a really beautiful game. Beautiful technical game. Napoli is always playing in the same way, like they did for the entire season. They are in a really great physical and mental condition. But of course, tomorrow we will find a team that will have some power. They want to revenge the elimination in Champions League. And then don't forget that Juventus-Napoli is and will always be Juventus-Napoli. Bravo Max Allegri. Bravo Max. The press conference is over, so I will take away that small thing. You know that I'm really proud. That's something just for me. I'm really proud that I found that here. That small stupid thing here when he's speaking, I like that. Anyway, it was my stupid takes on the details. I love details. This is me. Okay, what do we know? What do we know about the press conference? I will do it differently, because then it's too easy, the game. If I do a recap, then for 15 minutes or 20 minutes you are not listening to me. And then you just wait for the recap. My question for you is, what did you take about that press conference? What was the most important part? Is there something that we know or we don't know now? So let us know, guys. Is there something in particular? For me, there was one really important thing that I want to come back on. And I believe it's only just one thing. That Bremer is okay. Yeah, Bogdan, it's true. He said he has nothing, but I need to see how he is in terms of physical condition. Not really in terms of he has an injury or not, because he really said he has nothing. But of course, it's not 100% sure that he's ready to play tomorrow. So on that one, we are not sure if yes or no he will play. So Bogdan is giving us the answer about Bremer. That was something important. Yes, it was. This is not the thing that I want to really underline, even if it's really super important. So I repeat the words about Bremer. Bremer has nothing. Let's see how he feels tomorrow. De Sciglio is at disposal. Chiesa has minutes in... No, wait. I will come back on the rest. Getting second place. Don Simon is aligning with me. Punsara, De Sciglio is finally back. He was already, I believe, versus Sporting, no? Yeah, he was there. He didn't play, but he was there. BT, I think that Chiesa will not start. Taking away the pressure from Vlahovic was good from Abba. Luka, Vlahovic isn't at fault. Important, also an important one. Thomas, Toads, no games like the first Napoli game. Allegri is serious 100% and is planning for the 3 points. Yeah. Mark, I noticed that in every conference, Allegri never speaks about Pogba. Is it to protect him from criticism? Oh, no, actually, to be honest, he spoke a lot about Pogba in every press conference, and every time there was the same question: will Pogba called up? Will Pogba will called up? And he always said no, he will not be called up, because we don't know when he will be ready to play. And every week, you remember one day I was super pissed off, I believe, hopefully I'm right, I believe one day I was really angry with Radovan in the chat. I didn't see Radovan, by the way. Where is Radovan today? What is he doing? Guys, there is press conference, and we are missing Radovan. That's not okay. You remember that day? So he spoke a lot about him. Then, if today there is no question about Pogba, I you are sure that he will not bring Pogba on the table, especially on the table. I don't know if you say that in English. Bringing the subject of Pogba up front. Why? Because Pogba, we know it. He will not start tomorrow. He is absolutely not in the possibility to start the game. So I see different people saying different things that were important. So still an important press conference from Max Allegri. Now that I see what you are taking off. What I think was really important, a lot, of course, what you said, but it was really the one of Don Simon 82. At least this is what I take out of it, because he really comes out with a new objective for the first time today. If the objective at a certain moment was really it changed between between the feelings of the team, between what the result was the game before or what the important game was that was upcoming. It always changed the narrative between we are looking at the ranking of Serie A and we made so many points on the field, 50, 53, 56, 59. It was always like that. We know it. And he always remembered the game of Salernitana without the 2 points of Salernitana. So we are there. We are on the field, second, third, or whatever in top 4. And then sometimes he changed the narrative. We have to pay attention because our direct opponents with the Serie A that they gave us are Bologna, are Fiorentina, are whatever team there. And the objective really was always arriving in the top 4. Even when he said we are on the field second, he said the objective is being top 4. And today he changed a bit. Saying we are third, Lazio is up front of us, our objective is top 4, but we have another objective, that is finishing second in Serie A. His words, I don't know if we will reach top 2. What is the difference between top 2, top 3, top 4? At the end, prestige, because being second is better than third. Do you receive, I don't even know, probably you receive a bit more money from Italy if you're second. You have maybe, I'm not even sure. Anyway, but that peanuts. But does it change really a lot? I don't know. If you are first, it changed a lot. Second, third, and fourth. Of course, I prefer to finish second than fourth. But anyway, it's already a disaster to finish second because you're not first. You know what I mean in the optic of Juve? For a team like Roma, finishing second is great. For a team like Lazio, finishing second is great. For a team like Juve, finishing second is sad. It's not fantastic. So he says, our objective is finishing top 2. What does that mean? That is also telling to his guys, it's not over Serie A. It is absolutely not over. We have 8 games and I want the max concentration for every single game that is remaining because we want to show that we are the strongest team right behind Napoli because Napoli is doing something out of this world this season in Serie A. And that will be the opponent of tomorrow. Of course, if tomorrow we don't win versus Napoli, Roma is getting really close to us, and if they win, of course, and Lazio can take the distance, so it will be really difficult. But so that's one, and then we need to catch Lazio, that at the moment is second. So twice he repeated that he wants to go for that top 2. And knowing Allegri, that's a double message. The double message of 1, we don't give up. We want to do much better than what we did because we are aware that it was absolutely not enough. Whatever the excuse was, 15, not 15, we know it. And point 2 is also a message to the guys. Guys, we need to work better. We need to work more. So this is a bit what I thought that was one of the most important messages. I usually also do the probable formation lineup from what he said, but honestly, he didn't speak at all about formation. I saw a BT that said, I'm not sure if Chiesa will start. Well, the question towards Chiesa was, how is Chiesa doing? Can he play 90 minutes also tomorrow? And Max said, you saw him playing 90 minutes against Sporting. That means that he has the 90 minutes in the leg. But I need to see. He said also, there will be no squad list until tomorrow because I need to decide a lot of things. Honestly, when we are playing at home, the squad list arrive in the morning of the game, not the day before. So honestly, that doesn't change a lot for us. Maybe he said that because probably when we are playing at home, he already started doing the squad list the day before to the players and then communicating it, and we, the fans, we know it the day later. Can be that this time really is waiting to understand. We also repeat that Napoli played on Tuesday in their home, so they also didn't need to travel back, while Juventus played in Portugal, and they stayed in Portugal after the game on Thursday, so 2 days later, and they arrived yesterday after flying back from Lisbon. They arrived in Torino. And from there, they didn't end their home. They immediately started with the first training session at 4 p.m. And today we are already the day before. So why Napoli? Guys, it's no excuse, huh? It's our own fault, huh? It's our own fault because we were eliminated of Champions League. If we wanted to avoid it, well, we had to stay in Champions League. So it's not an excuse, it's just a fact, a reality of what is happening now. But I think that is really in difficulty in making the squad list. For the first time, maybe, I'm really believing that he didn't choose the team yet. I can be wrong, huh? Because Max is the king of the dribbling. But I really believe that this time, I can't understand yet from the press conference what game he will play against Napoli, which player will play. I really have difficulties this time. So, Bremer, we don't know. And I believe it's really honest. Huh? We don't know. Luckily, nothing serious, but not sure if he will play. Rugani and Bonucci are ready eventually. Does that mean that we can go towards a four-man defense? Alexandro, Bonucci, Gatti. Look, a four-man if Bremer is not there, a four-man defense could potentially happen. Because Bonucci is better in a three-man defense, but played a lot of time in a four-man defense. At the moment, Bonucci has less difficulties to play in a four-man defense than Bremer. Gatti played a lot of time in a four-man defense, not in Serie A, but in Serie B, in Serie C. So, Gatti, Bonucci, Danilo, Alexandro could be the starting lineup. But again, I think that this is the key of tomorrow. If Bremer is fully ready and if he has the power to start the game, then we go with Bremer with a three-man defense. Cole is saying just rest Bremer for Coppa game. Well, this is the problem. Tomorrow we are not playing Sassuolo, with all the respect for Sassuolo, where you can potentially think to do a rotation, resting players. And we all saw what happened. Huh? Our team is not ready to be able to do maxi rotation because we saw it versus Sassuolo. I'm not even saying that we did maxi rotation, but the one that we did, Locatelli on the bench, no Chiesa, no Di Maria, no Quadrado, I believe, yeah. Well, we lost 1-0 versus Sassuolo. We lost 1-0, so we are not even ready to do a rotation with the men and mentally. Tomorrow we are even playing against Napoli that has that sense of revenge. So that makes it really difficult. I don't believe that we will think about Inter, and I really believe that we don't know yet the team. When are we playing? Tomorrow, so that's 24 plus 6. 30. We are playing in 30 hours. In 30 hours and we still don't know the team. We'll have, don't forget, 2 days less. They didn't travel. Now this time we are playing in our home, so luckily we will not have to travel. Ciao Ale, ciao Ale, ciao GJustjuve. Did the conference already happen? Yes, it happened. Yeah, so go back from I believe the 18th minute. We translated it if you want to be real life. Bremer was awful versus Napoli in the previous game. I think it's best not to play. Look, Sasha is remembering us something that has been said today as well, not about Bremer, but about the coincidences about Napoli, Juve, and Juve, Napoli. Remember that we played. Let's go back, huh? By the way, the game started Roma Juve of the women. The game started. I will try to put it on for me so that I can tell you real life what is happening. So bear with me, guys. I will try to put it on. I have a problem with my mouse. Where is the mouse? Here. Wait, bear with me a second. No, Sule will not start. It's 0-0. We are at the second minute of the game. 0-0, second minute of the game. If there is something crazy happening, I will tell you. Are you interested or not, guys? Do you want to know? And you know, it's super important. It's a Scudetto game. It's really a Scudetto game. For Roma, more than for Juve. Going back to when we played against Napoli the last time, I will tell you immediately. So Juventus, it was, I believe, one day before or something like that. So the head-to-head of that game. I will give you the exact date, guys. I have difficulties. To find it. Matches here, head to head. The 13th of January. Thank you for the support, guys. It was the 13th of January. I will check also something else, and then I will tell you. Wait, I need to understand something. I believe it was the last game. No, because then we played Monza the day before. But anyway, that was in Coppa Italia and we won. But the last Serie A game that we played before the verdict was Napoli. And we lost 5-1, but we knew that the week later we would have been judged on that. And I remember that Bremer just came from an injury and he was absolutely not really in great physical condition. And like Sasha just said, he was really awful. He said it himself. I was really, really awful in that game, but also in the Atalanta game, he said, and in the Monza game. He said these games were for me really, really, really hard and difficult, and he knew that he was really, really bad. And now we have the same things. We just received back our 15 points, and Bremer is again in doubt, or even if he is able to play attention, because Bonansea is controlling the ball. She's into the box. She's going with a long cross for Berenstain. The ball is out. It will be a goal kick for the goalkeeper. So Sule will probably man mark Lobotka. Look, Punzara, that was a really great question from a journalist. Will you also do the thing that Pioli did? That means blocking Lobotka, that is doing a fantastic season. He didn't really answer on that one, but I don't believe that Sule will play tomorrow. Starboy, I hope Bremer has a great game tomorrow, if he can play, to make up his terrible performances in the first game. Would boost his confidence, but I believe more than Bremer, that I agree, that would be a really important one, but more than Bremer, I believe that the team needs really to do a great performance, and that winning against Napoli would reverse a lot of things psychologically. I agree with that. Rabiot tap in, corner kick, then Cortomuso, inshallah ball. That's it. Allegri out. Look, TTPQ, I see that you are a bit angry today because Vlahovic, Piontek 2.0, Hull season wonder. Then I see Rabiot tap in from corner kick. Look, I see that you are angry. I understand that you are angry. Then if tomorrow honestly. Maybe we can do a poll to understand what the people are thinking about it. Because I understand being angry, Juventus is not doing well. That's the reality. And what you are saying with words that I think it's a bit exaggerated is more or less a bit happening. So, wait. If tomorrow we win with a Rabiot corner tap in, boring park the bus game. Happy, not happy. Can be Rabiot, it's an example, huh? Rabiot, it can be whoever. Okay, that's the question. Easy. I need to understand what the people are thinking about it. If tomorrow we win with a 1-0 corner tap-in and then it's park the bus, are we happy or not? Rabiot, Quadrado, De Sciglio. By the way, I watched De Sciglio. There was an interview on Serie A about De Sciglio. And they really pushed a lot of time in the victory of Napoli. Serie A, attenzione, I know what you are playing. I know the game that you are playing, Serie A. TTPQ. Looks like at the moment, and I didn't influence, I didn't criticize your way of thinking. At the moment, 84% of the people are saying we are happy, Beppe. Tomorrow we are happy. Can I vote as well? I don't know if I can. I'm not sure if I'm able to vote. Let me go on my channel. I will try to go on my channel and I will try to vote. Not sure if I can do that. Hey, there is a heart. That's beautiful. Look, there is a heart here. What is the heart? Oh, let's. What is happening? It's nice. I didn't see that. Fantastic. I like that. That's really. I don't know what it means, but I really like it. Beautiful, really beautiful. The hearts. Anyway, can I vote or not? Yeah, I don't see the vote. I can't vote. But I would vote with very happy. I would be extremely happy. Yeah. Okay. When we win, I'm always happy. Ciao Stavros. Bojan, caring about beautiful football, got us to this mess in the first place. Just give me a win, please. Bojan is going back with a really important one. With the origins. And he's not wrong. And he is not wrong. He is not wrong. Then we can discuss about should we have persevered or not. That's another discussion. But you know that this is a really great way of analyzing it. It's not only that, of course, but the origins. I said it multiple times on the channel. I know why we sacked Allegri in the first place. And we are going in that direction. Then, should we have persevered or not? For it's always like a next gen. Next gen was a disaster in the first 2-3 seasons, without any attenzione because it's Roma is hitting the post. Attenzione, Achtung Juve, because I see that there are a lot of people that are speaking German in the chat. Ooh la 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 la, fall on Juve, so ball for us. But Linari with the header on the post. Mamma mia, look at that. Fantastic here. A kind of bicycle assist, but staying up in a kind of sombrero. Then the header on the post. Now it's Juventus on ball possession. They are opening on the left. Attenzione, because we are going with Boattin. That is on the ground. There will be no foul, but Berenstain is trying to recuperate the ball, and that's what she's doing. Berenstain in the back for Boattin. Boattin is trying to go with a cross. There is not a lot of people in the box, so that's what they are doing. A cross, attenzione, ball deflected. It will be a corner kick, not yet. Boattin, Berenstain, that is in the box. 2 players on her. It's a big game. They will win the throw-in. What a beautiful game. Guys, I think that in not long, I will cut the live and I will focus on watching on full screen. So 77% of the people, 78% of the people are happy. I'm waiting if we can reach 100 votes or not. That would be even better. Gunnarsdottir for Berenstain in the back. Boateng tried to dribble her. I was about to say her man, but I can't say that. Ciao Amir, good to see you, man. I thank you. Paul, I love Juve, but I also want to be entertained. But I believe everyone, Paul, not only you. Not only you. If we can be entertained, it would be even better. Attention, because Giulia Grosso tried to enter the box. She has been blocked. No, it was not Giulia Grosso. You can park the bus when you try to play counterattacks, but zero patterns and just play kick and rush is not enough. On that one, Paul, I believe that you are correct. But we said it. If you see my post game of Sporting, where of course I didn't celebrate enough, I believe, because it's not easy to reach a semi-final, and we did it. But you saw that on my face that I was absolutely not happy. We need to do better, and we can. We can do better. We can and we need to do better. Mark Tarabay, look Beppe, if the 15 points are not given and we have to play versus Napoli, I would be happy with the win. But right now, Allegri has no more excuses and he has all the players ready. But guys, we are, how much we have no excuse, Tomorrow we need to go, we need to win. We need to go, we need to win. Then when you're telling me all the players are ready, it's not really correct at 100%. It's not really correct. Attention, because Juventus is going with a header. There is a push in the box from Bonansea, but no, the goalkeeper is taking it with her hand. No, it's not really correct what you are saying, because Pogba is not ready. Di Maria, we know that after the international break, after coming back from Argentina, has found some difficulties to find his magic again. Chiesa, we saw how mentally difficult the game was for him against Sporting, where he really tried to do everything himself. Bremer is not 100% ready. So, seeing all the teams, the players are there, and also we come from in total 19 games, 12 in Serie A, where we played without knowing about the points that we had. And that means that you are spending a lot more energies in trying to go back, So for me, it's not really 100% correct. Then you are playing also against the strongest team this season in Serie A, without any doubt. That honestly, I don't like Napoli, you know it, but there is no shame in saying that this year they played perfectly well and they are stronger than Juventus this year. Attenzione, Bonansea is entering. And it's a goal! And it's a goal! And it's a goal! And it's a goal! Bonansea is opening again Serie A Femminile! Bonansea is opening again the Serie A Femminile with a fantastic dribble, putting the ball on her left feet for a right foot player, and boom, she's going! All'incrocio! Brava! Nell'angolino! That's beautiful! Grande!
La Juventus è in vantaggio!
Sì, brava, brave. Look at that. She was alone against five of Roma plus the goalkeeper. And yes, and she did it. Look at that. All with her right foot. And then she's moving that ball to the left and boom with the left. And this is important. Mamma mia, che gol. Eh sì. You know why it's important? Because probably that's something that we miss in our men team. That's maybe something that we miss. A player that is able to take the ball on the left and on the right regardless. Because this is the truth. Di Maria, that I love. By the way, did you... I don't want to say it too loud. Attention, because there is a counter-attack from Roma. Pauline! And it's a goal. And it's 1-1. Vaffanculo. A fantastic save from Pauline Peromagna, and it's 1-1. They opened it again immediately. I was praising... Mourinho is there. There is Mourinho. That was quick. Emotions, bim boom. There is no VAR, so here is what you see is correct. Wait, let me check. There is no offside. Two players. Boatin has been. No, it's Gunnarsdottir dribbled too easily, and then Bonanzetta was actually trying to defend. Lenzini was dribbled and full left foot here from Giacinti, and then a goal out of nowhere. Stupid goal with Pauline Perromagnan that is really trying to keep that ball. Anyway, it went fast, huh? It's not over. It's not over. I really care. Do you see that? I really care. Huh? I really care. Hey guys, every week I'm with Joe Montemurro. First of all, I like. I'm passionate. It's Juventus. It's our colors. Then on top of that, it's now already four times that I had the chance, the honor to speak with the coach in the backstage. If you want the backstage stories, it's really nice because you can always come a bit earlier, and we speak a bit between us. And last time I said, Mister, my wife starts to be jealous, because I said every week she's saying, again with the Mister, attenzione, because we are there with Caruso. Caruso is going alone. She's trying to dribble. She's going out. Boatin is missing, and now it's a counter-attack from Roma that is going alone between two players. There is Saragama on the man, deflecting that ball that will go not in throw-in because they are recuperating it. So we missed ours, they missed their counter-attack. So ball is in the middle. No, and then we were speaking. I said, Mister, my wife starts to be jealous. And she said, no. She can't be jealous. You are much more beautiful. And the last time he said, how are you, my friend? It's really nice, really beautiful things. Last time I said, Mister, you see, I shave my hair. My hair is perfect, especially for you. He said, that's great. That's great. Look at my hair. So, really nice person. Fantastic person. But I was saying about that left foot, Di Maria, fantastic player, and I didn't want to say too much, but did you realize that from the moment that I put his name on the shirt, the performance started to drop? I think it's my fault. I don't want to say too much. I didn't say it. So for the 100 people that are still there, I believe that the moment that I've put the name on the shirt of Di Maria disappeared. So it's my bad. I'm sorry for that. I will never do it again. But no, seriously, a player that I really appreciate and like. But do you remember the last game? The ball is coming, and he's against Sassuolo, and he has the possibility to go into shot with his right foot. Well, no, because he can't. So he's stopping, and he's going in the back, and it's a pity, And it's a pity. Never buy a Rabiot shirt, BT. That was not the plan, especially not for this season. Then if he extend, why not? Beppe, do not give suerte male. I will try not to do it. But it's true, huh? Since the moment that I bought the shirt, disaster. No. Being honest. When did I buy when did I put the name on the shirt? The day of Juve Inter. Before that, we played 2 games after the international break. We played against Verona, and he entered really badly. Do you remember the last 30 minutes that he entered were really bad? And then we played nobody. No, then it was Inter. No, then actually it's my fault. I was thinking maybe it was not my fault, but no, it's me. It's on me. I'm really sorry about that. Buy all the Inter shirt, but honestly, Inter, I don't know if they really need my bad luck about the shirt. Look, they are 6th in Serie A. It looks like nobody's speaking about it, but they are 6th. Of course, it's my fault. Hey, I know. I'm sorry, BT. Look, hey, yeah, you think it's a joke, huh? You think that I'm joking, but honestly, I have them here. They are here. All the three. My wife will kill me every time because I don't clean up the desk. But look, seriously, and you know it, huh? Pogba. We all know what happened in the season of Pogba. Away shirt. Guys, when did I put the name on the shirt of Miretti? When I was there for Juve Spezia. Beginning of the season of Miretti was really great. Juve Spezia 2-0 was really the early beginning. But from that moment on, Miretti and now Di Maria, fantastic player. We put Di Maria on the shirt, he disappeared. Guys, it's a curse. It's a curse. It's really a curse. I really feel bad, huh? 3 players on 3. You know, Kostic is doing well because I didn't buy his shirt, huh? So next year, you know, people said, "Hey, Beppe, you know what? Next season you put GJustjuve with the year of the channel on it." And I said, "Yeah, it's a good idea, actually." But then the channel will also start to flop. Then we will have like, instead of 5,000, 10,000 view, which I would love to one day for the videos. Instead of that, we will have like 10 views. So we can't put the curse on the channel. Would be a disaster. So I don't know. And no name I don't like. Oh, a good idea. I would do, for the members of the channel, I would put the name of the channel, of the members of the channel. Like, for example, next year, the home shirt is for Abay Kurana. I will put Kurana on the shirt. Thomas Makluf. Well, you give me a number. Makluf 8, Kurana, I see. Kurana with a 6. Kurana 6, Makluf 8, Ale 303, of course, I will put the number 3 for Ale. Punsara, I put the number 7. Attenzione, what a miss from Berenstain. She's going, no, we are hitting the post. Ma no. We hit the post. She was alone. Ale, I can't put Chiellini 3. It's Ale 3. No, because otherwise Chiellini, poor guy, will finish his career at Elea too early. We hit the post. Fantastic here. Fantastic move by Berenstain. She's on the ground. There is a penalty. Rigore per la Juve. Penalty for Juventus. Eh sì. Attenzione. Rigore per la Juve. Dis-moi. Ah, tu peux passer, on voit pas. Attenzione, rigore per la Juve. I will put a bit bigger here. Wait. Berenstain is still on the ground. Okay, guys. It's 1-1 between Juventus women and Roma in the home of Roma. Juventus was able to score. It's a penalty. It's a big penalty on Berenstain. Look at that. There is no VAR, but there is absolutely no need for VAR. She has been touched. She has been put on the ground. She's already up. It will be, if I'm not wrong, if I see from here, it's Arianna Caruso that will take her responsibility, the one that has the most appearances with Juventus, even if she has a really young age. She's going with her right foot. 1, 2, 3. She's going. Goal! Eh sì! La Juventus è in vantaggio! Juventus is taking the lead! Grande Arianna Caruso! Eh sì! Andiamo! Eh sì, that's what she's doing. Grande Arianna. What a fantastic penalty. She's going with her right foot. Look at that. Luckily, she's putting it really high because the goalkeeper, she was diving in the perfect angle. She was doing it really well, but the penalty is fantastic. If you have the opportunity to watch again the penalty, fantastico. Eh sì, 2-1 for Juventus. Thomas is saying, I'm not 8, I'm 17. Yeah, but 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, Thomas. Grande ragazze, that's important. There is a cooling break. Hey, how warm is it in Roma? There is a cooling break. Brave ragazze, brave. Brave. Oh, I'm happy. I'm fantastically happy. I will send her a message after the game. After the game. You know that I did a live with Arianna Caruso. She was really, really kind. And since then, she's following me on Instagram. So I'm double happy. And Bonansea, you know that Bonansea is has always been, since the beginning, my favorite player at Juventus. I also took a picture with her. I met her at the airport when I came back from Torino. Not the last time, but the one before. So, 2-1 for Juventus with Joe Montemurro. "27 minutes. Guys, I have nothing anymore to say. What do we do? Ooh, Thomas, can you imagine a women coach of the men's team in the future or men coach for the women team? Allegri for Juventus women would be interesting. Look, I have no problems with it at all. But I believe it happened already. But I don't remember which team that the women coach is training the first team. I believe it's in the USA. That I read an article, but you know that's where we are in USA. In that term, they are much more ahead than the historical European football in terms of gender respect and so on, equality, and even there when it happened, it finished on all the papers with articles. I don't remember the team anymore, but I read the article. I think that we are years behind in seeing this in Europe. In terms of mentalities, then I believe, and I always believed in meritocracy. Meritocracy doesn't mean, what does it mean? Meritocracy comes from the word meritare, deserving. If you deserve, you can. But in deserve, it's not men, women. If it's really deserve. So I don't care, men, women. If you are the best and you are a woman, do. If you are the best and you are a man, do. If you want to coach the women team like now with Joe Montemurro, because we have a man now, we had Rita Guarino, that is now the coach of Inter since like 3 seasons now or 2 seasons. Here, Mourinho. Ooh! And when I say Mourinho, I hate because Juventus is in the box. They are going maybe from the distance with a long shot over the goal. No, for me there is meritocracy, but I believe that the mentalities are not ready. Look, guys, today we are still fighting racism. Can you imagine? So imagine this in calcio. Calcio would not be ready, and it's a pity, because again, I really believe in meritocracy. So for me, I don't care. Like, there was an old story about the first referee this season in 22-23. That was the very first time that a women referee was doing a game in Serie A. And again, all the pages and this and this and this. But I was speaking about the movement, especially now that I'm taking care a bit more about women football. I had the direttore Stefano Braghin, that is actually the sporting director of Juventus Women, that was there with me. I had the interviews with Joe Montemurro. I had the women player. when we are speaking about the movement in Italy, for the very first time this year, they became professional football. Before that, it was not professional football. It was amateur. It was not recognized as professional football. And if you're looking then in Spain, you're looking in France, in England, how ahead they are from the mentalities and in Italy. On that one, I saw a big, huge page of Marca, Spanish paper about Barcelona, Real Madrid, world record of attendance, full stadium in Camp Nou. We are far from that because Juventus did it in 2018, yeah, full stadium, full attendance, sold out. Nobody cared. So, but I was speaking with the director. He said, Beppe, it's like we have a product that you can compare to a baby of 6 years that is just going to school. So you have a big process, and all the environment and the world of that baby needs to grow. While the other ones, they are already in university, so they know a lot more. And he said, I believe that also being Juventus, and also now with the time we are in, we can maybe close the gap a bit faster. So maybe not closing the gap immediately, but going faster. That learning curve can be faster, but we are not there yet. Thomas, I am thinking about the football approach, just like when an Italian coach surprised everyone in England because of different thinking. Maybe women coaching men can bring something different. Oh yeah, but yeah. Then, I was speaking with Joe yesterday. He trained in Australia, Melbourne. So he comes also from men football training. Then he went to Italian to England, where he coached Arsenal women. So it's a coach that did both of the team. But yeah, I agree. A woman can bring you new ideas. Yesterday I saw a fantastic documentary on Canal Plus France that was called Remontada. And I heard the women, because there was Karim Benzema, were a lot of important players that spoke about the biggest remontada, craziness, what you had, and so on. By the way, one of the really beautiful stories that yesterday, they made different chapters, the law of the remontada, and so on and so on. One of the rules of the remontada, for example, but not only for the remontada, because there is some controversy here with a player of Juventus on the ground after a big contrast because Giacinti and Saragama. Ooh, the shoulder of Giacinti on the face of Saragama. Saragama immediately on the ground. By the way, two players that know each other really well because they are playing with the Italian Nazionale. But speaking about that, one of the rules that made me really smile was a next player from Montpellier. No, Metz. He said, one of my rules is, in the game, you always need to do the first foul. Guys, when he said that, you always need to do the first foul. As a team, you need to do the first foul. Why? Because it brings you immediately into the game. And you give a message to the opponents, we are there, we are here. We don't care that we are stronger, not stronger than you, that you are favorite or whatever. We are here. Look, if I would recommend tomorrow against Napoli, do the first foul. Go. Of course, don't go with crazy foul. Don't receive a red card, please. Calma. But show that you are there, that you are present. Do you remember what we said about Sporting for the people that were there in post-game or during the live with me? We said, attenzione, because at the first half, we had 70% Duels won for the other team. We had only 30% of the duels won. And we were nowhere. We were not fighting. We were scared. They were winning all the contrast. Look, do the first fall. Go. Do the first fall. Show that you want to go and win that game. Show that you are present. And I think it was a great one. Endrit, what do you want, my friend? What do you think about the Leeds youngster coming to Juventus? Who is that? I don't know. I don't know about the Leeds youngster coming to Juventus. Boop. Didn't heard about it, huh? Or maybe if you tell me the name, but I don't know. Gnonto. But Gnonto will not come to Juve, guys. What are you speaking about? No, he will not come to Juve. No, Gnonto will not come to Juve. Then there were some words, of course, but you will hear if we go, he will come to Juve. And then you know how many players we would have. McAllister would be would be our midfielder now. No. Ciao King Chiesa. Yeah, Gnonto, yeah, I know who he is. I know who is Gnonto, but Gnonto will not come to you. Attention, because Rama is going with a shot from the distance. Take that ball away, Berenstein. And that's what you... Oh! Hey, where is the foul? Where is the yellow card? No yellow card. Hey, look, this is a yellow card. From the number 10 of Rama. That's a yellow. Not given. I don't understand. That's a big yellow. I don't care. Okay. Ragazzi, if you have no other questions, we stayed 30 minutes too long because the live was fantastic until 1 hour. And then we went crazy with the game. Especially because I'm not concentrated at all anymore. I'm watching the game. So I'm waiting a second before closing. If you have questions, guys, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, we close. Would be a nice closing out to 1, and then I will continue to watch the rest on television. Important, really important game. You look at that, Berenstein. She's going alone with her number 18. Fantastic! Oh, too many players from Roma around her. Ciao, Fledermaus man. Ciao, my friend. 3 summer signings. 3. Daniel. Why not 4? Why not 5? Why not 2? Ciao, Bogdan. Sir, don't call me sir. Rushik, don't call me sir. Have you ever seen any Indian people in Allianz Stadium? I think yes. Yeah, I think yes. I believe last year for Juve Lazio, I believe I met. Yeah. Pay attention now. Take that ball away. Take it away. Dai, brava Saragama. That transformed herself from a center back. She went to become a right back. You see, it's not only Allegri that is transforming players in right or left back. Hey, 1 more minute and then we close. 1 more minute. Then it's the 40th of the first half and then we close. But you know that we reached 115 likes. I'm happy. 30 seconds. No questions? Sir, LJJ, you are calling me sir. Can you imagine? Ciao, Sasha. Oh, ragazzi, it was a pleasure. Maybe this evening we come if we have more information about the lineups. But I tell you, for me, I don't know. What is that question, Endrit? Prime Griezmann or Prime Dybala? Dybala was our player for 7 years. So, Dybala. 115 goals of Dybala. I go for Dybala. Even if what is the prime of Griezmann? That's a question. I loved Griezmann at the World Cup. until the final where he did really a disaster. But except of the final, Griezmann was that was for me the best Griezmann ever. The World Cup that Griezmann played was fantastic this season. He was smart. He was for me the best player of France until the final was Griezmann. Griezmann, fantastic. But no, if I have to choose between one that did seven seasons at Juventus, that has been our vice captain in the end. It's a strange question. It's a strange question. Then if you tell me, I don't know, Rugani or Baresi, I will probably tell you Baresi. But here we are speaking about Griezmann and Dybala. Bueno, ragazzi, buonasera. Ciao, forza. Juventus women, ciao. Pay attention, they are in the box, they are going with a cross. Take it away. Okay, we stop.